Greetings. Greetings, everybody. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? That's all I want to know. Hey, UGC. Where are my lieutenants? Are my lieutenants in the house? Where are my lieutenants? Greetings, greetings, greetings. Everyone. Y'all, did y'all miss me? That's all I want to know. You say you love the quarantine time. I love it too. I'm getting so much done. So much deep introspection is going on at this time. Y'all, this quarantine has revealed a lot of stuff. A lot of things. Yes, go on ahead and like the video. Go on ahead and let's get all the incidentals out the way. Let's get this reciprocity out the way before I even start. I need reciprocity. So like up the stream. Thank you, thank you. I'm doing my Shirley Temple today. Doing a little Shirley Temple today. Thank you, Queen. Thank you for the donation. Something to watch. I've been at the nail shop since 10. Oh, the nail shops are open? Where do you live? Are they opening up now? I'm all late. I don't keep up with all of that. Are we officially reopened? I use the flex rods, those little plastic bendable things. I spray my hair with water and then I use the flex rods and sleep with it overnight. And the curl will last probably till the end of the day, maybe tomorrow if I'm very, very careful, but that's about it. That's about it. If I want them to last longer, what I'll use is some apple cider vinegar. That's like my setting lotion, although it's a little stinky at first, but the smell dissipates. But that would be like the only setting lotion that I use. I don't put anything in my hair. No grease, no beeswax, no gel, no shea butter, no conditioner. It's Mother's Day. That's right. It is Mother's Day weekend. I forgot about that too. Y'all, I don't keep up with these holidays. What are y'all doing for Mother's Day? I hope somebody's celebrating you. Whoever of you are mothers, I hope you're celebrated. Mother's Day is every day. Mother's Day is every day anyway. Said you used to eat a lot. Also, now you're cooking. Yeah, a lot of people are getting back into home cooking. This quarantine has been such a blessing for, what is it? For recalibration, for figuring out, simplifying your life. You have no choice but to simplify your life now and go to what's important. So it has been a blessing. When women are cooking for their families again, you're cooking for yourself again, you have no choice but to eat healthier now. You're exercising more, and you got rid of baggage and people out of your life. It's a blessing. You can't go out and browse the shops yet. Is that what you do? You like the window shop? Window shopping is cool, but then you wind up eating the pretzel breads and with the cheese dip on it, the pigs in the blanket, and them Mrs. Field cookies. The mall is a devil because of that Mrs. Field's cookie shop. They always got that cookie shop with them gooey ass chocolate chip cookies. It's a devil. Them cookie shops is the devil. That's why I stay away from the mall. Them damn cookie shops. I don't go for anything else but the cookies. Stay away from the malls. It's calm and everything. Yeah, it's calm and peaceful. I'm looking forward to the quarantine to be over, and then I'm not, because I'm gonna miss the peacefulness of all of this. The hustle and bustle again. I'm like, ugh. I do a lot of food shopping too. That's like in the beginning it was my biggest bill. I seemed like I stayed in Walmart and Whole Foods. I was in there every day because anxiety, nothing else to do, nothing else is open but a grocery store. So you're in the grocery store every day. You said I have a good relationship with my love. I love her more than anyone. She just hasn't had eye on anything. You said you love her more than anyone. Are you in a same-sex relationship? Forgive me if I'm translating what you're saying wrong. Yeah, man, the cookies are the devil. That's the one thing, I just stand in front of there looking at it. I like the sugar cookie ones. I like the sugar cookies and the white chocolate. I just stand there like, I wish I could. I wish I could. And then I walk away. I just have to sniff it a little bit and then I walk away. So listen. The inspiration for this live chat. Well, before I go into that, for any of you who are here for the first time, my name is Selkis Ray. I am the ambassador and the founder of the Ugly Girls Club. Check the banner of this YouTube channel. That's what we are over here, affectionately known as the UGC. I represent an underserved class of women who are, for all intents and purposes, rejected by society, who are deemed undesirable, unattractive, untouchable, whatever else. I am here to offer therapeutic guidance, wisdom, and a platform where you can unapologetically love yourself and not feel diminished in the presence of anyone else, whether they be a pretty woman or a handsome man or somebody with money or whoever supposedly has higher status. We're debunking a lot of myths about status, about self-esteem, about who has self-worth and who doesn't, because a lot of us feel helpless. A lot of us really feel helpless because of how we look. So I am here as a life coach, a self-esteem coach for unattractive women. I'm an ugly girl too. I embrace it. It is what it is. For those of you who also embrace it, you are my lieutenants. You understand why we do this. We have to divest from this thing called beauty in order to really feel empowerment. We have to divest from the chasing of validation based on how we look, because a lot of y'all are getting impregnated by men who don't like you because of this thing called validation based on how you look, because of this thing called what I term as vanity. A lot of us become baby mamas and career girlfriends and placeholders and the coat holders and the drink watchers at clubs, while pretty girls get to solicit sex from guys they don't want. We are all of those things. We are the footstools and the babysitters. We are the mammies. We repair broken wings of everybody everywhere, and we get no reciprocity for it because we think our virtue is in compliance. We think that our self-worth is tied up into how much we agree to things that we don't want. So I am here to separate the gluten from the wheat. All right, this dude on a bicycle Blast the music. All right. Yeah, so I'm here to separate the gluten from the shredded wheat, so we can level up the playing field mentally. And a lot of critics say, "Why are you doing that? It's negative. You're being negative. You're propagating poison and toxins and all that kind of stuff." And these are the same women who pretend to be aligned with you. The ones who have a problem with me are pretenders, you know. They're pretending to be in solidarity. When you go to these other groups, these other meetup groups, these other sisterhood groups, there's a hierarchy within there that might not be spoken. It's unspoken, but it's there. And if you listen to me, you'll be able to see it. If you listen to what the instructions, the wisdom that I'm saying to you, you'll be able to spot all of these things because you're not going to escape the hierarchy. If you're in a group of only dark-skinned girls, the dark-skinned girl with the small nose and the small waist is going to think she's better than you too, with your four-finger nose. She's going to think, oh, that cup did pass for me. Thank you, God. I'm a black Barbie doll. So the refuge that you're seeking as women is kind of like nowhere. It isn't anywhere. It isn't anywhere but in here. In here and in here. That's what it is. That's what it is. So this is what I'm showing you so that you can go out and be the purveyor of whatever it is that you want in your own life. So you could be unashamed about your standards, your expectations. You know how to deliver a no properly. You know how to effectively communicate. Effectively communicate. And that's all this is. That's all this is. So, with that said, you guys, y'all been watching me for a while. Some of you got to pull the trigger, and we got to meet in the catacombs. Some of y'all, we have to meet privately and do some private one-on-one sessions. And I am here for that. All of this stuff is free, but I am also here for that. I'm also here for the one-on-one. So sign up, join the club, theuglygirlsclub.com. If you're an ugly girl and you want to start feeling less ashamed about that, join the club. It's you know, this is me you talking to. Some of you call me, contact me, and you're scared to say ugly. Don't be scared of it. You resonate with it. That's why all of you are here. You resonate with the helplessness you feel based on how God arranged your face. You resonate with it. You know what it feels like to feel imprisoned by what someone else thinks of you. And we're trying to subdue all of that. We're trying to get rid of all that. We're trying to curtail and cut down, trim the fat off of some of that. Because a lot of it is pretense. A lot of you are afraid of people who are scared of themselves. That is the truth. A lot of you are afraid to disappoint people who don't keep a word to themselves. That is the truth. You're afraid of unsuccessful people. You're afraid of people who need to control you to feel better about themselves. You're afraid of people who are failures on so many levels in life. I don't care if it's your mother, your brother, even your children. Some of y'all are letting your children make you feel bad about yourself too. Comes from anywhere. Comes from anywhere. So listen, this thing called love now. My timeline is hot right now. I was reading a story, and y'all probably know the names of these people, but there's a woman who's married to, I think her husband was in the NFL. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's a football player. She is now brought up on assault charges. I don't know, attempted murder. I don't know what a charge is. But she found her husband in bed naked with his brother and another woman. And she went ballistic. I think she brandished a gun. Came back with girlfriends. Girlfriends had knives, I think. That's what the story as it unfolds is more adding to it and everything. So now this woman, I don't know how many children they have, but I'm hearing they have a couple of young kids, and it's a devastating story. It's a devastating story because the amount of shame you feel already when someone cheats on you is what it is, right? But to have your name plastered all over, social media and TMZ. When you make TMZ headlines, that's got to be compounded shame right there. That I can only imagine how heartbreaking it is for her. She got really emotional. She didn't know how to mitigate and handle her rage, her disappointment, her shame, and the feeling of being violated. You see your husband in bed, naked in bed. Let's go back to that and explore that for a minute. He's naked in bed with his brother. I don't know if this is his blood brother, half brother, brother from another mother. I don't know what kind of brother this is, but the story says he was naked in bed with a male and a female. Hamburger. Don't I tell y'all all the time, y'all? Listen, these dudes with money got appetites. They have appetites for things. They have access to things that broke men don't. Now, broke men are hoes too now, but they usually do the regular hoeing. It's not too elaborate. They do the generic missionary style hoeing. Broke men do missionary style hoeing. Men with money hire chicks to fuck them in the ass with a stiletto. They bring farm animals into the room and all kinds of things. There's all kinds of marching bands gotta be in there. There's all kinds of stuff. When you have access to money, you can buy anything. You can buy anything. This is what you sign up for. When you have a man who's affluent, listen, I'm inclined to say, I know it sounds bad. Oh, it sounds pessimistic. But I'm inclined to say that men with above average money, you need to prepare, expect, semantics here. I say expect. You can say prepare if you feel better with that word. But you need to expect that he's going to, at some point, have another woman. Whether it be a prostitute behind a dumpster somewhere like Eddie Murphy, or a whole baby mama and a family across town like Wendy Williams' whole bag ex-husband did. And well, he was using her money. So maybe that's even a bad example. But you get the point. You get the point here. It's either he gonna have a whole nother relationship, or a relationship for a day, relationship for a month. Some chick, he bust in raw, and now they got a kid together that he never really liked, but the sex was good, and it's varying degrees of this thing, of what level the commitment is to the outside chick that he's screwing. But I think you should just prepare. If you're with somebody who's in the NFL, NBA, or whatever, Lord knows. After you have babies with these dudes, in general, and this is whether he has money or not, he's looking for a fresh hole to penetrate. This is whether you're cute or not, because some of y'all think your cuteness is some sort of vaccine, antiviral medication towards cheating. You think you're cute enough to be antiviral medicine or something like that. And we all know that's a lie. That's a lie. Your life is a read on that. Your life is a read on that. So we know we can't thwart off any of this by looking better, by losing weight, by pole dancing. Some of you are taking dick sucking classes, um, um, yoni egg seminars. Some of you are doing yoni egg seminars. Some of you can hold 2 eggs in your vagina now. So you think you're a pro. You think you're a pro status now. It doesn't matter how many courses you take from these washed up um, porn stars. Some of y'all are taking correspondence courses from washed up porn stars. Can't get any money, so now she's selling courses to you online, and she can't show her face because she still sucks dick occasionally for $20 here and there. So she's concealing who she is online. You don't even know who she is, and she's showing you how to bag up a rich guy. She doesn't even show her face to you. So there's all of that. There's all of that we're dealing with simultaneously. But there's nothing you can really do for a man to stop a man who has access, willing participants, eager, motivated, freshly shaved coochie having chicks from accessing this man and proposing and giving him fantasies and all that kind of stuff. You can't stop all that. Ain't we just heard LeBron James got caught out there recently? He been with his baby mama, and she's cute. She's well appointed, according to Farrakhan. She's well appointed, very cute, very well preserved and embalmed. They've been together a long time, and he's doing what he's doing with some half breed chick. You don't know what she a goddamn Nutrinoid. These dudes all fucking all these Nutrinoid chicks. You can't tell if she from Pakistan, India, Somalian, Israeli. You don't know. She probably a mixture of everything. You don't even know where she's from. That's usually who they go for, and that's all fine. That's all fine. But I bet you LeBron's wife is not going to leave. Is not going to leave him. She gonna wait till all them kids get up in there. You gotta wait this thing out so that the payout is real sweet, just in case. Some women wait a little while, and then other women, like Denzel's wife, is like, you play the role, you understand what it is. Who else you gonna get better than Denzel? Who you gonna get better than Denzel? You ain't gonna get nobody better than Denzel. You ain't gonna get nobody better than LeBron. You ain't gonna get nobody better than them. So, you get divorced, and then you have a broke nigga, a felonious rich guy coming after your paper. Whining, dining you and saying he love you and all that stuff. Just coming to get your divorce, coming to help you spend your divorce settlement. That's what that's gonna be. That's all that turns into. Let's see who Jeff Bezos is. It Jeff Bezos who got divorced, and his wife got 300 million or some shit like that. Who gonna marry her? I'm not saying it's impossible, but who's going to marry you? Who's incentivized to marry this woman, knowing she's got that kind of money on some I just love you? I'm just in love. I'm in it for love. Everybody becomes a predator. when you're a single woman with money, everybody's a goddamn predator, Everybody. So this woman, she brandishes a gun. She goes and calls backup. From what I'm hearing, she calls her friends to come and I guess beat everybody's ass. She needed help beating everybody's ass. And now she has a case. Because of her rage and her inability to process what she saw. Now I'm hearing she walked in on them. I can only imagine. You walk in on them, you leave, go call your girls, get his gun. I think she went and got his gun, and then came back. It was like, I'm gonna blow all y'all to smithereens. Now, now there's a case involved. Whereas she could have just filed for divorce and took all the money and been done with it. Because you putting a gun to a dude's face or a knife to his face or whatever apparatus you want to use ain't gonna stop his appetite for wanting to fuck somebody else besides you. Brandishing a gun over somebody who cheated on you is not going to change anything but your freedom. It's not going to change anything but your criminal background check. That's all it's going to change. That's all it's going to change. Yeah. It's something as a momentary insanity and all that kind of stuff. But listen, ladies, there's a lot of young women on this live here. You don't love a man that much. Stuff like this happens when you give your man all 4 chambers of your heart. You are not supposed to give any man all 4 chambers of your heart. You give him 1. If he's really good to you, you give him 2. But you keep some of your heart material for yourself. For yourself. Men don't know what to do with all of your heart. They don't respect it when you give it to them. They get tired of you anyway. You could love him to death do us part and he still wants to screw somebody else. He still would like to be with somebody else. Listen, you can never be everything to anybody. I know we try. We learn all, you learn how to cook his favorite food. You go on these secret retreats to learn how to lick his balls and all kinds of stuff. You do these retreats and shit. You get this private coaching to learn how to blow his mind. But you can't stop a novelty from wearing off. You just can't, no matter how much skill you have. No matter how much skill you... Listen, Superhead got cheated on. Superhead? Hello? Superhead got cheated on. Superhead. Neck and chin. Head. Really cute, nice body, super head. That means her head was better than a snatch. And she got cheated on. You're not going to stave off none of that. No matter how cute you make yourself. Not for these men. Not for these men. Once you've been had, ladies, you young women on this live, once he skeets inside your cervix, once he gets to dig in the undercuff of your walls, once the ejaculation takes place, mission accomplished. I have you now. I have you now. Mission accomplished. I have landed on the moon. He puts his American flag, like the astronauts put the American flag on the moon. The eagle has landed. The eagle has landed. Once he ejaculates, the eagle has landed. You're got. You're got. You're what we call used goods. And it doesn't matter if you're a hoe or if you're a virgin. Let me repeat that. It doesn't matter if you're a hoe. It doesn't matter what your body count is. Or if you're coming pristine. You want to be as pristine as possible for your own psychological reasons. But don't do it because you think he's impressed with it. Not when he wants your knees and nutsack jizz all in your hair and all kinds of stuff. He wants you dirty. Dirty. How dirty can you get it? How sloppy can you get it? And if you ain't sloppy, he teaches you how to be sloppy, and then he's turned off by you. You skank. Look at you, you nasty little whore. Look at you on your knees, you skank whore, and I love it. You're a good little student, you dirty cuts. Y'all, please. You're not gonna be everything to none of these men. You don't lose your freedom. You don't lose your life over a dude, whether he your boyfriend or your husband. You have to plan. You have to plan. You have to think sensibly. You have to think sensibly. A lot of y'all say, well, I'd leave. If he cheated on me, I'd leave. Okay, you would accomplish keeping your pride intact and all of that by leaving. But there's a lot of women who leave and go hungry, go homeless, go crazy, struggle and all of that because of pride. Children are fatherless, and life is just harder because you had something to prove by making a move. We have to think smart. You have to think smart. Once you have kids, this woman had I think she had 4 children for this dude. Y'all. 4 kids for the dude. I don't know how long they've been together. Four kids, probably a little weight gain. Listen, romance is over. Let me tell you when romance is over. When you share bills. When you become a bill, instead of woman he sees twice a month, romance is over. So when you become a bill, when you start having, stipulations about things, when the kids come, the mortgage comes, the debt comes, whatever it is, romance is over. When responsibility comes in, romance is over. Romance is over. There's nothing you can do but preserve yourself. Maintain your sanity. Have a goal, a mission in mind. Don't go to the gym to look cute for him. Go to the gym to be healthy. Eat right to be healthy. Do these things necessary so that you can keep yourself as marketable as possible. That's what you do. There's nothing you can do to stop a roving eye. There's nothing you can do. Many women have tried. Better looking women have tried. More skillful women have tried. And they did not succeed. Are you open to relationships at all? I'm not sure. Found a video saying if you're opposed or unopposed. Are you asking if I'm open to relationships when I'm always talking about marriage? What do I talk about all the time? Being a girlfriend is a scam. I say that in almost every video. If you are going to be having any sexual relations with men, it's better to do that as a wife than as a girlfriend. Do I not say that? I'm in full support of relationships because children need a mother and a father. Single motherhood is very hard, and it causes a lot of psychological issues with these children. A lot of dysfunctional things happen when kids don't have, especially girls. When a girl child doesn't have a father around, she starts doing all kinds of crazy stuff when puberty hits. So yes, I am for relationships. I'm not for, or I don't promote happily ever after, because there is no such thing as that. A lot of y'all are under the impression that you're the last stop for a man who marries you, or some boyfriend or something like that. And he may physically not do it, but then there's a psychological part. Then you're finding text messages, or he got a OnlyFans account, or some other voyeur account where he watching Snatch for $10 an hour or something like that. He's a porn addict or whatever. He making googly eyes at your friend. He solicited your mother for sex. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. So what I'm not for is the delusion that you are the last go round. Maybe on paper. Maybe on paper. And paper is an insurance policy. Listen, all marriage is an insurance policy that you'll get something when the nigga don't want you no more. That you'll get something if the dude decides, you know what? I don't like you. I liked you 5 years ago. I don't like you anymore. So it's time to go. So that's what you do it for. That's what you do it for. Thank you, Super. Hi, Sogas. I love you so much. I'm 29. Software engineer. I keep attracting very high caliber men, surgeons, radiologists. For some reason, the dating stage. Any tips? I would need to know what you're doing on the date, how the conversations are going. If they are really attracted to you, in what ways are they showing their interest? Because if you can't get past the dating stage with anybody, are you having sex with these men? Because, you know, that influences incentive. That influences incentive. Listen, most of y'all are average in bed. Let's get that out the way too. Most of y'all are average in bed. You ain't that. You ain't all of that. Most of us are just really average. And any dude that indulges in porn, whoever ran a train on anybody, whoever had group sex or whatever it is, you're going to be average to him. Because his threshold of arousal is higher than what you can bring. Any man who watches porn, his threshold of arousal is more than what you can bring, unless you're hiding a hand inside your vagina, unless you're hiding another hand, unless you got a grip like another hand in your vagina. There's nothing spectacular about it. So we don't use sex as a marketing tool over here. Listen, I'm talking to my UGC girls now. These other women are delusional, and they're getting spermatozoa in their eye sockets, in their nostrils, and all of that. Thank you, goodbye, and never see them again. I'm not talking to them. I'm not talking to the delusional women about this thing. I'm talking to UGC. We are just average here. You got to think about it in terms of that. You withholding sex is not to impress anybody. It's simply for you to protect yourself. Because you only have one vagina. Your vagina didn't come in you didn't buy it in the Piggly Wiggly. You didn't buy your vagina in the Piggly Wiggly. Your vagina wasn't in the sardine section. You didn't buy your vagina in the Star Kiss tuna section. It may smell like that, but you didn't buy it there. So there's not another one to get. There's not another one to get. This is about health and well-being, emotional, mental health, and well-being here. It's about reducing the risk of disease, of being used, of not having reciprocal value, not experience reciprocal value, like you're giving all and he's giving none. We're trying to reduce all of that. Men already see unattractive women as easy ass. Why, ladies? Because in his mind, he's already assuming you don't have much to bargain with. You don't have much to negotiate with because you're not in demand. You don't have much to negotiate with because you're not in demand. So this is what's assumed in everybody's mind. Super, how do you look? Are you attractive or are you unattractive? How do you look, honey? You met these guys online? You did online dating? Listen, we got a few issues going on. With you approach these situations or dating with fear. You're scared of the guy, you're intimidated by him, you suppress yourself. You don't show personality. You're not interesting to talk to. You don't know how to imply and give hope. Don't listen. You want to know how to give hope to somebody? Just replay what the dudes say to you. These dudes are hope sellers. They don't give you anything solid. They don't give you a solid answer. They give you hope and innuendo. They give you hypotheticals. Well, we'll see. Well, are we gonna be together? Are we gonna be together? Well, let's table that for later. We'll see. Well, how do you feel about me? Well, I don't know right now. I'm still getting to know you. He doesn't give you a straight answer, but he gives you hope. Y'all need to learn how to do that too. All these straight answers. Well, I'm gonna be transparent. Kill me now. I just want to be transparent and honest. Give him hope. Like he gives you. Give him hope. A date is hope. It's not confirmation of anything. Spending time with you should be hope road. Every answer you give him should be, we'll see. Well, do you like me? I think I'm getting there. How do you feel about me? Well, you're warming up to me. You are warming up to me. I gotta say, you're putting a smile on my face. Is that an answer? No. But it's an answer. It gives him hope. Listen. Y'all talk too damn much. You think your virtue is in honesty. You think you're not entitled to finesse and be clever because you're ugly? Listen, you're entitled to be clever and finesse more than any other type of woman, because that's all you got. That's all you got. You giving definite answers and telling him definitely how you feel and making definite promises and giving definite asks. Stop giving definites. Because you really can't. You really can't until you really get to know what's going on, until this person has invested his time, money, been inconvenienced. You need to see him inconvenienced. You need to see if he's a cheerful giver. You need to see if he's consistent. You need to see who else he's helping out. You need to do all of that. If a man gets sick, we women will stick around and care for him. But if we get sick, those men are gone. Hello. A lot of men, you down for the count. You in the hospital getting operations and stuff, and he online, he and his messenger looking for therapy in another snatch. That's whether you sick or not, though. All he got to do is be tired of looking at you, and he looking at another snatch. All you got to do is push out one baby and your vagina get a little slack. Let you push out one waterhead baby and your vagina grip is questionable. Well, I'm going to give you a little time to rest. It looks like you need a little time to repair. So I'm going to give your vagina a rest and go on over here, work it out over here while I give your vagina a rest so it can retract. So it can, come back down into its own. You can't show desperation. You can't show desperation, but you can't be cocky. You can't look needy, but you can't be a bitch. It's a nuance. It's a fine line. You have to be interesting. You have to be enticing, but you can't oversell sex, because then it becomes that. You know what I mean? So it's like it's like you gotta bob and weave. You gotta bob and weave with this thing. Yes, you have to find a balance. You have to find a balance. This one girl posted on Reddit how a woman she knew died, and her husband was flirting with women before she was in the grave. Well, I've heard of that a lot. I've heard of that a lot. I've seen that in my own family, actually. The wife gets sick, and there's a outside child come into play that, eventually the wife got to help take care of the outside child. Well, in the Caribbean, it's a lot of toxic macho-ness. You can write a book on that too. There's a whole lot of compliances going on. A whole lot of compliances going on. But if you're who's that? Super? Who was it that asked the question about this high identity man and not getting past the date? So you said, I think someone said you are attractive. So what is it? One date and the guys never call you back? Is that what's happening here? You're getting one date, but you're never getting a call back? And you're attractive? There's something wrong. What? This damn fly? There's something wrong. You should be able to get past the first date, especially if you're a little cute. But some of y'all are cute and y'all dry as a burlap sack. You ain't got nothing. Should we give up on romance after marriage? No, you don't give up on romance after marriage. You have to schedule romance after marriage. It's got to be scheduled. Some of y'all, what happens with a lot of y'all after marriage, you screwing every day. The dude rolling over with hot onion breath and bologna smelling nut sacks to get a little quickie before work. So you become like what he do in like a BM in a toilet bowl. It's just because you're there, he rolls over on you because you're there. You have to schedule romance, just like you scheduled it when you were boyfriend and girlfriend. You have to do that when you are married. That's what you have to do. You don't let the dude just roll over with hot mouth, with dried up drool on his chin and take your ass. The problem with us is that we're too available. When you are married, you become too available. Even when you're not married, when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you're living together, we tend to become too available. You're too available. So you got to cut back on the convenience ass and make it a thing where he still has to work to get it. That you plan it out when you're in a space when you want it, when you're at your best self. A lot of you having sex when you're tired, when you got the flu, when you just ate, you got indigestion. Here he come with his dick in his hand, and you're obliging because you want to keep the peace. You want to drain his scrotum so he don't cheat on you. He gonna cheat on you anyway. He gonna cheat on you anyway. Cinnamon says the way you describe sex organs really turns me off. Well, I don't mean for you to get turned off. I don't mean for you to get turned off. I mean for you What do I mean? I mean for you not to do it haphazardly. I mean, that's the goal. I don't want y'all to get turned off. Really. Sex is a beautiful thing with somebody who likes you. It's a really nice thing with someone who actually cares about you. But the odds of having of doing it with a man who cares about you is really slim. That's the point of all this. I tell y'all all the time. What do I say all the time? If you fuck 10 men, 9 of them didn't want you. 9 of them didn't really like you. You were just something to do. You were available. He was bored, you were available, you were willing. 9 out of the 10 men you screwed just screwed you because it was convenient to do so. And that's a black pill there. That's harsh. That's harsh. But I need for y'all to see it that way, because a lot of y'all are slaves to the D. A lot of y'all chase scrotums. Y'all chase dicks out here like men chase women. Y'all women now chasing men for sex. And I'm like, how could you do that? How could you do that knowing that there's a possibility that this dude don't really like you? How could you open your knees for a guy like that? But we do. And why do we do it? Approval. At 29 should be, what is that? Aiming for men that are 40 plus. Do you think older men are generally better? I think older men are more established financially. I think older men are past their prime, so it's sort of you don't eliminate all probabilities of getting a pervert, but the older he is, the chances of him getting his perversions kind of out the window is higher. Although we have some old hoes out here, we got some old whorish men out here, but the chances that he sold his wild oats, as they say, is higher the older he is. It's higher the older he is. You get a young dude, you're going to get from the window to the wall. He's going to be able to screw you all night long. But the question is, do you want to be screwed all night long? Do you need it all night long? I mean, does that compensate for your rent, for your student loans, for the food, organic food? You can't afford that organic apple, and you still can't afford it even though the dude fucking you all night long. So we gotta weigh out what's important here. If you still can't afford an organic apple, a pound of organic apples, and the dude riding your ass, splitting, giving you another hole, then what's the point? In other words, is he enhancing your life? Is all that sex enhancing your life? So this is what, younger men are exciting, very experimental, spontaneous, and all of that. But at the end of the day, what can you do with all of that? What can you do with all that? So older guy is nice because he's a little more. I mean, there's pros and cons because he'll be set in his ways. It'd be hard to kind of train him and behavioral modification him. But because he's older, I mean, you can kind of pretend like you're okay with things and just do what you want anyway. You can do that too. You could yes dear and do what you want anyway with an older dude. So there's that part. They don't fight you as much. They don't have enough steam to fight you as much. So I would recommend. Well, I say all that to say, an older dude makes a nice mate. I think an older dude makes a nicer mate than these young guys, for the most part. They have a little bit of chivalry left. They know about paying bills. You know, that's not a ooh, Corona. That's not a new phenomenon for them. So, you know, try your luck with that. I'm 24. My brother told me not to date older men because they have a lot of baggage. Listen, all men have baggage. Young men have baggage too. And the baggage these young men have these days, that's a bag you don't want. That's a bag you don't want, you can't wash off, that he don't pay for. You be holding a bag that you got to pay for. So I don't know. Listen, everybody has baggage. Everybody has baggage. As men get older, they get a little more agreeable. It's not so hard to negotiate, to me, with an older man for what it is you want. Because it's checks and balances, dollars and cents. He knows he got to put in to keep you, you know, he knows you're settling. If you 22 with a dude who's 45, he knows you're settling. Hello? I don't know why you would act like you're not doing him a favor. Every now and then you got to insinuate that this is charity work. That I got your gray-haired balls in my mouth because I'm a humanitarian. I'm screwing you because I'm doing humanitarian work. Every now and then you just got to mention that. You don't got to beat the dead horse. But every now and then you let them know, like, I could have done a little better than you. I could have done better, but you know why I'm here? I'm here because I love you. I love you unconditionally. Thank you, Cinnamon, for the donation. That's all I'm saying. You got to hint around to it. You can't be obvious. You got to insinuate. You got to insinuate that this is that giving you a vagina is I'm doing Red Cross work here. I'm making a Red Cross donation here. I'm making a Salvation Army donation here. Every now and then. Don't beat the dead horse, but every now, especially when you see him getting a little besides himself, you know, get the ego a little out of control. You go, baby. You know, I gave up so many offers to be here because I'm committed to what we have. I'm committed to something real. I could have had all these men with money and, you know, I was offered this and that, and I turned all of that down for you. You know that guy James? Yeah, James had a baby arm. James had a baby arm, and it was all night long, and you know, I was just tired of being screwed all night. You know, I wanted something more than just that. So that's why I'm here with you. Chop them down a little bit. Chop them down just a little bit. Chop. Oh, your beanstalk is growing a little too high. Just chop. Let me chop off a few of your fucking branches here. Who the fuck do you think this? What do you think this is? Let me tell you something. People start acting up when they feel you ain't got nowhere else to go. When they feel that you don't have choices. That's when people show their ass. That's when people show their ass in general. And this is male or female. This is male. You dudes who are secretly watching this live, you can flip it for you too. Anything I say, you can flip for you. Just put something in the Cash App for me. Just put something in the Cash App for me because I'm showing y'all game too. Too. So you gotta let people know. Yes, no mercy. No mercy. They can't see you coming. They can't see you and your agenda coming from a mile away. You gotta play humble. You gotta play humble. How you gonna let a dude know your agenda from a mile away? You gotta play like I'm coming compliant. I'm coming ready to be molded, sculpted by your hand, and whatever it is that you want. You give him hope. You give him hope like he gives you. Listen, men will take advantage of you. Men don't have a problem taking advantage of you. They don't. They don't. They don't have no problem with it. They don't have no problem screwing you. You know why men, especially today, have no problem screwing you? Because you told them that you wanted it. You let them know, I want it just as much as you do. You telling him you hot in the pants just like him. So he walks away thinking it's an even exchange. Because he see you hot and bothered. I don't know why y'all be doing that. It don't matter if you look like a prude. These dudes want to fuck prudes, dirty women, crippled, one-eyed, retards, and no offense to any of y'all who have retarded kids, or maybe some of y'all are retarded yourselves. So no offense to you, but dudes, every dude's dick is equal opportunity. It don't really matter. So you ain't running nobody away because you keeping your hand over your crotch. You ain't gonna run them away. He already away. He already away when you want it. He already away when you do want it. You kidding me? We have these notions in our heads. And you have to, your goal is to protect your person. Your goal is to protect your interests and your body. That's your only goal. That's your only goal. Ugly women, we have to be a little braver. We have to be a little more brave, a little more thoughtful. We have to really, really think before we do things, as opposed to our counterparts who are our attractive, our wanted sisters. I mean, y'all have to think too. Some of y'all are cute here too, and you got to use your head too, because men scam you. They sex traffic your vagina too. I've worked with some women whose own husbands tried to set up transactions with their friends, like telling their friends you could screw my wife for a certain amount of money. I've even met women like that with husbands who try to trick them off to dudes for money. There's some low lifes out here. There's some low lifes out here. So you prepare for all of this thing. You have to be a thinker. You have to be unapologetically thoughtful. You have to overthink. Overthinking is your friend. Okay? Overthinking is your friend. Nothing for face value. Assume that everyone wants something that they don't want to pay for. Hello? Hello? Assume that. Reverse engineer this thing. Work backwards on this thing. Yeah, it's critical thinking. That's why you're abstinent. Abstinence is good. You get to refresh and reset yourself. You get to, balance out your hormones and come back into your own thoughts and shoot. Don't squander your abstaining time. You utilize it. Utilize it. So that's what I have for y'all today. My male preceptor back in October while on the job showed me what he was doing on his phone. He was watching porn and he has a whole wife. Ooh. And why did he show you that? Rosemary, why did he show you that? He showed you that he was watching porn with a whole wife at home? This is what they do, though. So any of y'all thinking about killing the dude that cheated on you, murdering him and I don't know, murder, suicide, and all that, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got to negotiate now. When a dude cheats on you, that's your time to go back to the bargaining table and renegotiate terms of your relationship if you want to stay, or you plan to leave. You call your lawyers, give them the evidence. I would if that was me, I would stand there with my camera phone and take pictures. State's evidence. Pictures, video, Exhibit A. I get Exhibit A before I left. One of my Facebook friends, some of these chicks diabolical. She said that that chick squandered her opportunity to get a payday because he could now say that his life was threatened, self-defense or something like that, that could alter how much money she could get in a divorce settlement now and all that kind of stuff. She kind of messed it up because she caught a case. She says she has girlfriends who get married to these ballers and set them up to have affairs to catch them in order to get a divorce settlement. Hello, y'all ain't heard me. Y'all ain't heard me. There are chicks that marry these ballers and find women to initiate infidelity. They pick them out. They introduce them to their husbands and set it all up so they can catch the dudes red-handed and go, aha, sign here. Sign here. That's what a lot of these chicks out here are doing. That's why I say all you guys on online that talk about how women look, who ain't this and that. Y'all with a lot of women who don't even like you. I say that all the time. Some of y'all need to be honorary Ugly Girls Club members too. I need to get badges for some of you dudes because y'all are in the same boat we in. Y'all fucking around, chasing around chicks who don't give two shits about you. Some of y'all need to tuck your dicks in like these trannies and come on board to the Ugly Girls Club. Tuck it in. Tape it to the back and come on in. Cause you in the same boat we in. Y'all getting scammed out here. Y'all getting scammed out here. What happened to virtue? What happened to really valuing a woman who's honest, who's riding for you? Who wants you in spite of sickness or your inability to perform or whatever else you dudes come with? There's no value in that? No value in that? It is what it is, though. It is what it is, though. So, there's that. But you don't catch a case because a dude cheats, because that's not going to stop him from cheating again. That's not going to stop him from cheating again. So you got to think sensibly here. Like, okay, so what can I do here? How can I get compensation out of this? How do I maneuver my life moving forward? Because if she wanted to stay for the kids, that's a noble reason to stay. That's not an unnoble reason to stay. That's a very sensible, noble reason to stay. If you're staying for the children, right? There are many reasons why people stay together. We pick and choose what's oh, that's, you have low self-esteem, you have low self-worth if you stick around for this or that or the other. I mean, if you stick around for money, that's not low self-worth too. Anytime you're sticking around when you want to go, that's not symbolic of, okay, you're putting something else in front of your feelings. Semantics, man. Semantics. Whether you stay for dick, money, insurance policy, status, whatever, one is not better than the other. It's just another reason. It's just another reason. Some people stick around because they too old to leave. That's a legitimate reason. All of these things are legitimate reasons. And when you're an ugly girl, you got to have legitimate reasons to open your legs, to stay, to go, and all. You need to have reasons. You need to have real reasons to do what it is you do. Don't follow behind these emotional whores. They say, you better leave him, honey, and she's still screwing a man from back in 85. She's still fucking the dude that left her and telling you that you should be ashamed of sticking around. Don't believe the hype. Hello? Don't believe that. Oh, you need to go. Go where? Go where, and go with who? You need to plan. You said you heard she almost killed him? Well, because the bullet was in the gun. It's going to be interesting to see. Listen, nobody deserves, I don't feel that anybody, both male or female, deserves to die because of cheating. Like you lose your life over it. No. I think that is the extreme of this thing, and there's so many other ways to handle this thing as a wife. There's so many other ways that you could come out on top as a wife, as opposed to just taking the dude's life. You asked me if my lips are natural. So yeah, there are ways to salvage things. There are ways to salvage things. We have to control ourselves emotionally. If you have a man with money, even men without money. Listen, let's be real here. We're going to be totally honest about this thing. There are women that do get with men who provide him with everything that he's ever wanted. It does happen. It does occur. where a woman gets with a dude and she is his ideal woman, it happens. It happens. So she won't get cheated on as frequently or as soon as someone like you and I, who we're coming with a whole bag of, we're coming with a whole bag of tricks and flaws. We coming with tricks, flaws, excuses, and apologies. If you know you're a woman coming with tricks, excuses, and apologies, prepare. Prepare. If you gotta apologize for your face or your snatch, prepare. What are we doing here? Again, there are women that provide the ideal prototype, and these dudes go crazy for them, and the women wind up more times than not using them too. So there's that part. Especially a lot of you dark skinned guys that chase these neutrinoid looking women. You don't know where she's from. She's from the Mediterranean. She's from the Arctic Sea, whatever. She's a mixture of 5 different people. Although it takes 2 people to make a baby, she's 4 or 5 people in one. Right? Because you color struck. A lot of you dark skinned dudes are color struck, and you always got something to say about chicks marrying white or this and that, and you're trying to mitigate your ugly through getting a light-skinned woman. You're trying to subdue your own level of ugly. You're trying to pretty your own self up by getting a chick who's white or damn near white or whatever it is too. You're trying to compensate for your own shortcomings and insecurities. And this is why you go after what you go after. Yeah, it is facts. It is facts. I'm making you all honorary members of the Ugly Girls Club. I might have to start the Ugly Boys Club in conjunction with this. That's what I might have to do. That's what I might have to do. So there's that. For all you color struck dark skinned guys that always got a problem with dark skinned women getting what they need to get. Admit that you color struck. Admit that you got all of this and you're trying to smooth it out. You're trying to moisturize the ash. That's what y'all trying to do. You're trying to put moisture. The girl in your arm is the moisture. The moisturizer for your ashy ass. She brings the emollients for your dry ass. For your black ashy ass. She's the emollients for you. And it's okay. It's okay. You do what you do, but don't condemn us for doing what we do, for doing what we got to do to level up and get rid of some of this for us too. Everybody out here doing it. You trying to mitigate your ugly, just like everybody else out here. You dark-skinned niggas need to come on over. I am made for you. We are made for each other. Why y'all fight it, I don't know. Why we criticize each other, I don't know when we in the same boat. Can someone answer that? Why we criticize each other when we in the same damn boat? I don't get it. It is what it is. But we gotta stop doing this illusion, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory nonsense, and just deal with the real. Deal with the real. UGC, you don't let nobody shame you about nothing, because you have thought it out. Hopefully, you would have thought it out in your head. This is why you got to think. Because when people come with their anti-venom and what they think you should do and why they think you shouldn't do what you do, you have it all worked out in here. You're not asking for approval. You're not asking for their interjection. It's already done. Like the 10 fucking commandments, it's already written. That's how you got to be with this thing. And you got to stand on the possibility that you might make a mistake or whatever it is you own. You own all of it. You own all of it. Letting the dude shame you. Shame you into convincing you that you should do what he say over what it is you want. Why? Because you're unattractive? That's the basis for my compliance, because I'm not your dream girl? When the probability and the possibility that you won't even give me an orgasm is about 90%, we all coming with deficits. We all coming having to overlook shit. Stop it. Stop it. I'm gonna overlook your shit, and you're gonna have to overlook mine. And this is what true love. This is what true love is about. Overlooking each other's shit. And hiding as much as possible. You ain't gotta reveal, you gotta keep some chambers of your heart to yourself. You don't put it all on the table like splat. Here it is. You got to keep some chambers closed off to everybody. They are just for you. You can't enter this part of my heart. That's what you have to say. And that's what you have to do as an unattractive woman. You got to give them half. You give them the left and the right ventricle. Or whatever they call the parts of the heart. I forgot now. You give them one half. Or a fourth, not the whole thing. To keep your sanity and to keep yourself from being like this woman now who got a case on her hands now, who could go to jail. Who could go to jail, who could lose everything, who could lose her kids. Who knows how the thing is going to go. That's because she gave all 4 chambers of her heart. No, and to a dude who want to be in bed with another dude. The dude with another dude not smelling another dude nutsack in the bed. Or a dude like another dude. Oh, Lord. He would have had to pay me extra just for that. Extra just for the suspectness of it all. We don't love nobody that hard, y'all. You love yourself first. It don't matter. It could have been his father. That shit is nasty. That shit is crazy. You still it was his brother, but he's still naked in bed with another dude. It's still another dude. You naked in bed, smelling his baloney nut sacks, smelling his asshole. Who knows what they were doing in bed and what the girl was assisting them do in bed? Who knows? A threesome? Tell me how a threesome is. I'm just touching you, and I'm ignoring the third wheel. A threesome is we're all participating in something here. That's what a threesome is. Because if I just wanted to fuck you, I wouldn't need my brother. Why am I in bed with my brother if all I'm in there for is to fuck you? Think now. Let's pick sense out of nonsense, according to my mother. Oh, you pick sense out of nonsense, according to my mother. Yo, I can't with all of that. Dudes with money got all kind of things going on with them. It's suspect, exactly. Real suspect. It rarely suspect, you know. Rarely suspect. And ain't shit you can do about it. It ain't shit you can do about it. But say, sign here. Sign here. I mean, that's it. That's it. Ladies, y'all, life is a game. How I'm trying to set up an analogy here, and I don't even know how to. I'm trying to bring this on home so I can go. relationships are a beautiful thing, and they're great when you develop an outstanding understanding of people and what you have the power to control and what you don't. You can't control people. You can't not make a person who's tired of you not tired of you. You can't become or re-become a novelty, because a novelty is something it's a what do you call it, an impulse buy. It's something you look at, you liked it for the moment. Novelty item is something you like for the moment, and then you look back on it like, why the fuck did I buy this? That's what relationships turn into. I thought I liked this, but why am I with you? You're going to go through all of these stages, and you have to ask yourself within each stage, okay, what am I doing at this point? How do I make this work? How do I make this valuable? How do I make this an asset instead of a liability to me as a woman, and how I show up in the world, and how my worth is translated? Like, what do I do here with these 10 years that I've been with this guy and 5 kids later? What do I do with this? Your goal is to survive. Your goal is to survive. Your goal is to thrive. Your goal is to improve yourself. Your goal is to have total control over yourself. Total control over you. That's the goal. Everybody else that comes into your life, it's transient. It's only for a time. How long of a time it is, it depends, but eventually you'll part ways, whether it be through emotions or death. Eventually you'll part ways. There's so much more I want to say, but I think I've said enough. I think I've said enough. Sulcus, can you stretch out the excitement by being too clingy? Clingy is a thing that works for certain personality types. Certain people appreciate the cleanness. They prefer people who are needy. The unfortunate part with how we choose is that we, usually people who are clingy choose people who reject them. Because the irony of it is you're clinging because you were rejected before. That's why you develop a clinginess to begin with. So so the problem isn't clinging. The problem is you're attracted to people who don't appreciate the clinging. You're attracted to people who want to leave you, because that's your operating system. That's what you are used to experiencing. So that's what you go for. Everything that you are, there's somebody who would appreciate it. Everything that you are. Happy Mother's Day to you, Cupcake. Next live, we need more marriage topics, not losing yourself in marriage. All right. So that's what I got for y'all. To end this live, I'll say again, you are nobody's everything. Quit feeling like you have to be, or like that's even a goal. You are nobody's everything. Nobody. And once you really accept that and put that into its proper perspective, the weight of guilt and shame and pressure and anxiety should start lifting. Because we feel pressure and anxiety and all these negative things because we're trying to be what we can't be. Somebody out there said we have to be this in order to have a successful relationship, in order to be loved and all that kind of stuff. And we know we can't be that, so we develop this shame and we start spinning our wheels and doing things that don't get us the results that we want, chasing this delusion of perfection, of being everything to some man out here. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. The average man out here has very eclectic tastes. Very eclectic tastes. And if you try to put your vagina to task to keep up with what he wants and his desires, I'll send you a care package of Monostat 7, some penicillin, some lube, some antiviral medication, whatever. I'll send you a nice little care package. I'll send you a nice little care. You tell me what kind of infection cream you use, and I'll make sure there's 2 of them in there. And some chocolate to keep your spirits high. And some chocolate too, to keep your spirits high while you chase that delusion. We don't need it, y'all. We don't need it. It's just love on yourself. Love who you are. You know, you gotta start laughing a little more. I laugh all the time. Listen, I have a lethal mouth, right? It's very easy for me to hurt feelings. But I prefer to laugh. I prefer to not take a lot of this stuff seriously. I prefer to concentrate on what I can control. And the only thing I can control is me. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So y'all, I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate the donations. Can y'all like up the stream? Didn't I tell you I need some reciprocity here? I need all the love that I've given you to be returned back to me. Can I get some likes on the stream to help the channel? Thank you, Islam. You literally explained how life is the matrix. It is. It is. The power over yourself is all that you need. Because that's going to be the foundation of, influencing people, winning love, getting love, respect, and admiration, all the things that you want. The foundation of that is in self-control. That's all. You missed the live. Oh, you have to replay this one, my dear. My love, you have to replay. Y'all like up the stream and share this video. Maybe in the manospheres. And a lot of y'all watch these guys talk about how they hate black women and stuff. You're addicted to that too. So send a link to that channel too. When you see a chick complaining about stuff, just put my link in the comment section. Help a sister out. We love black men over here. We are all family over here. We're all family over here. I'm trying to improve myself and the people who watch this channel. We're trying to be our best selves for ourselves, and whatever's left you can get. That's how that works. I'm just trying to be the best me for me, and whatever I have, whatever surplus is out of that, you can get. Yes, the manosphere is very interesting. They're very, very entertaining. Some of their observations are spot on. Others, what can I say? I don't agree with everything, but a lot of it is spot on. So we're no enemies here. I could sit on a panel with a pool of manosphere men. I think I could hold my own. What do y'all think? It is what it is. We all want significance. We all want to be loved. We all want to be appreciated at the end of the day. We all have the same goals. We all have the same goal. And it's what it is. So y'all, let me go. I got yoga to do. I got to keep these limbs limber because I don't know what I'm going to be asked to do with these legs. So I got to make sure I don't catch a Charlie horse or or rip a tendon or something like that. You got to keep the muscles limber. You never know what kind of circus act you have to do out here. So you have to prep for these things. You have to Cirque du Soleil your ass out here. So make sure you do your yoga. Make sure you do your yoga. You don't want to get stiff and seize up mid stroke. You don't want to seize up. You know that happened to me once. Caught a fucking cramp. It was the end. It was the goddamn end, and it was going good, but that cramp, I couldn't get rid of the cramp. I said, I vowed never again will a cramp mess up a session for me. So this is why I stretch. This is why I do yoga. To avoid cramping up. To avoid cramping. I don't want to cramp up. So all I'm saying is stretch your muscles, man. Go ahead and do that. Eat right. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. Stay high. Nothing makes the coochie funk more than dehydration. That's why your coochie smell like Star-Kissed tuna. It's because you're dehydrated. You need to get that water in there. Get that Avion water in there and stuff like that. Eat good. Stay away from sugar. And what else? Well, that's a start. You stay away from sugar and drink water. Your vagina will start smelling like H2O instead of what's the opposite of H2O? Mud? I don't know. But you know. You know. So that's it. That's it. I've been trying to say goodbye for the last 10 minutes now, and I really gotta go. I really gotta say goodbye. Oh, swamp water. Okay, there you go. The opposite of H2O is swamp water. You don't want your vag. You don't want your snatch smelling like swamp water. So we have to eliminate a lot of these products that we need to smell fresh. Hydrate your vaginas, ladies. It's hydrate your vaginas. All right, so hit all the links in the description box. Go ahead and get your paintings. I'm selling prints on my Etsy page. Very reasonably priced and outstanding. I don't do cheap shit. None of my stuff is cheap looking. It's high quality stuff. I am an artist, author, poet, relationship expert, spiritual advisor, medicine woman, life coach. I'm a Renaissance woman. I do it all because I can. Because I can. And you can too. Don't let nobody diminish you. Don't let nobody say you can't do this if you're doing that and all that kind of stuff. I never listen to that shit. I do it all. Do it all. Will I go on tomorrow? I don't know. I gotta see. I have to see if I have time because I'm writing my book. Y'all know I'm in the midst of trying to finish up a paperback book for the UGC. I'm writing the book for the UGC, so I'm trying to burn through a chapter a day, half a chapter a day, getting all this sugary goodness on in black and white for y'all, so y'all can have a compendium you put in your whole bag, in your pocketbook, in your suitcase, in your overnight bag, whatever bag you use. So I'm with you at all times. So I'm working on that, painting. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I'm doing everything. Because I'm fabulous. I'm fabulous. All right, so you said your art is fabulous. I have one piece and we'll get another. Please, my darling, Miss Hamilton, please. It's time for another piece. Get that girl a sister. She needs a sister. She's lonely. Y'all go to my Etsy. Rosemary, are you still here? Do you have my Etsy link? Or my website, iloveherart.com, but I have prints on my Etsy page as well. You just type in my name, Salkis Ray, SALKISRE, and you see my page come up. Get you a piece. Very reasonable on the Etsy page. My personal website is expensive. My Etsy page is economical, but still high quality. Still high quality. All right. So there it is. There it is. I really hope I helped y'all out today. I hope I've given you some insight. I hope I've given you some insight and a little more of an excuse to just to be courageous, be crazy, be interesting, be one of a kind. I hope I did that. Did I do that? Please tell me I did that. Did you taking one, another baby step towards not giving a fuck? Just a little bit. Thank you, CJ. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. So I am gone. I've done my good deed for the day. Those of you who have not subscribed to the channel, please do so now. Again, like up the stream. Send this video to your aunties, your mothers, your sisters, your nieces, your daughters, whoever needs it. Whoever needs a good old laugh and a therapy session, send it on to them. Send it on to them. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.